Hello and welcome to match 20 of the United States Premier League 2023. It's the Titans against the Patriots. Titans have qualified, but this game will be about positioning for them, for the Patriots. Well, a game solely about boosting their confidence. They are not able to get through. We have our 4 semi-finalists decided. Now it will be about position. Hello to Mike Hazeman.
Nikhil, how are you going? Right, so the Titans get 2 points, they go to 9, so that gives them a nice little boost and they'll stay at the top of the table, so it's quite important from their point of view, and that gives them the chance to play against the bottom side, which is going to be, we think, the Cowboys. Phillies United, of course, are a bit of a threat. They might also get up there on 6 points. But it's all about what's going to be happening in the semi-finals tomorrow. First versus 4. That's the first one, semi-final number 1. Then the second one is going to be number 2 versus number 3. And of course, the winners of both of those, semi-final 1 and semi-final 2, go through to the final on the 21st. So we've got 2 games tomorrow and then just the 1 game on the 21st to wrap up the USPL. So that's going to be a terrific, sharp end of this tournament.
Earlier we had the toss. Andrew Lenner was out there in the middle, and it was Harmeet Singh, captain of the Titans, who won the toss and opted to bat first. We've had some success doing that in the tournament. Had a nice laugh about it with Nitish Kumar. Look at the Titans. A very strong batting lineup. They've shown us in this tournament that, yes, Andres Ghost, they've depended on him, but yesterday you saw Aaron Jones step up. Yendev Singh has had some contributions. Norman Anwar, no Trevon Griffith today. Neither Rajnanan or Javon Searles. Dilpreet Bajwa on the sidelines as well. And that's the Patriots. What do you make of that, Mike?
Yeah, you got the twins, the Trump twins, Matthew and Joshua. They're going to be key. A couple of very talented 18-year-old kids. Ali Sheikh is a fine player. We know him. I think Jamal Hamilton, we saw him play superbly in one of the earlier games and really set a good tone for his performances throughout the game. But we've heard a lot of him behind the stumps. We haven't seen him get too many runs since then. Jay Saria is a top-order batsman, also a big, strong left-hander. And Nitish Kumar, who is taking over the captaincy role from Angelo Pereira, is someone who's going to need to play well and get runs. And Van Skolkwyk is an aggressive fast bowler who's fascinating to watch. Now, this surface was quite good today, and it certainly has assisted the spin bowling from time to time. So I think we'll see more of that as we go on. But it's been a good surface. I think it's played nicely. The ball's come onto the bat pretty well. Might just slow up a fraction as the game goes on. But that will mean that the seamers will be introducing some more slower balls, changing their pace as well, bowling some more cutters. But the batsman at the moment, I think, will be quite happy with the way this track has been playing. Naman is someone who's been playing nicely with House at the other end, but I think this is a good advantage for the Titans, winning the toss and electing to bat first.
Yeah, had a decent start to the tournament. Norman Anwar, a man with that first-class experience. A lot of T20 cricket played in Pakistan. So he will be looking for a start, just to take some pressure off of Andres Ghost, who they've really depended on in the tournament. And his partner, Andres, goes from your part of the world, Mike Hazeman.
Yeah, we saw a magnificent 120 from him. Powerful 120. Played superbly from ball 1 in that knock. It was so well controlled, so powerful, and played some terrific shots, strong on the offside. Anything short, he just thumps away. Very strong on the pull as well, so Van Skolkwyk is going to have to be a little bit aware of that.
Yeah, this Titans batting lineup will be hard to stop. Ball 1. It's a good part of this because Van Skalvik knows this and just goes very well. Both from South Africa, both have come over together and played a lot of cricket with each other. No Carmelo LaRue today, nursing an injury to that left hand, so he will be a miss for them, the way he was able to bowl that new ball with his left arm seam. Anwar's had a quiet tournament to date.
He's obviously worked out straight away from Skolkvik where he wants to bowl. He wants to bowl that channel around about the 5th stump line, bowling with any pace at the moment. So that might be a sign of things to come for some of the seamers. They might have thought about this a bit, the Patriots, to just try and get House to have to use all his force against a lot of the slower deliveries. It's more regulation pace, but a little bit leg side, so House has got himself off the mark.
Yeah, and that was Noman Anwar, but they really are dependent on him, and the 2 times he's almost pretty much got out the power play, they've won. And they've had 2 really strong power plays in the last couple of games. Remember, they batted first yesterday in a similar fixture, and they took on the Phillies United side. Got 51 for 2 in that power play. Gauss got 38 of them. Timed that brilliantly, but couldn't beat the fielder. Not usual that you see Jamar Hamilton in the field. I've seen a lot of cricket that Jamar Hamilton has played since he made his List A debut in 2009. I've never seen him in the field.
Well, it might make it a little bit quieter, because normally when he's keeping, he's joining us as a 3rd commentator. Very vociferous. Oh, it's a beautiful line. Plugging in that line earlier for Anwar and also for Van Skolkvik. Hamilton lurking in that cover region. There he is, encouraging people straight away. He's never quiet. Listen to him. Every time you hear someone's voice through the stump mic, it's going to be the man in the covers.
Well, Andreas Gauss has timed a few. He's off the mark, up and running. Are the Titans 2 for none. Yeah, that dark cloud top of screen may be a bit of a concern. Hope it's gone past us. The wind has also settled down quite considerably. Very strong batting lineup. We saw Aaron Jones yesterday. Ian Dev Singh is more than capable. Mohsin with some power. Mukhtar Ahmed, who's batted at 3 throughout the tournament. He probably will come next.
They've also got the bases covered in the bowling department. Nice variation as well. Guys who are very capable with their art. It's a good illustration, I think, that cloud. We'll get a shot of it after this delivery, hopefully from Guyan Fernando. Just to show you when we talk about, when we say the clouds are low. So when we talk about the clouds being low, this is what we're talking about. This is, those clouds are quite low, you can see over the ground. And generally when they're like that, it means that there might be a bit of rain, but there's no breeze right now. In Miami, in this sort of region in Florida, it generally means that it's if there's breeze around and getting a bit blustery, then there's a bit of precipitation not too far away. Solid shot, just the one.
So far, this will be a small win for the Pacers. The fact that Gauss hasn't hit a boundary. You can see those clouds that we're speaking about there, Mike. It's quite dark, but they seem to be just behind us.
Forecasters for perhaps a shower or two a little bit later in the day, not at this stage. 2:15 local time. Mind you, I got to say that being a forecaster in these regions is not a bad job. Seems like you can sort of not get it right a lot of the time and you still get a job. Turn up the next day and you're still there.
It's really been surprising, this Patriots team. When you look at them on paper, think about guys like Hamilton, Van Schalvik, even the Trump brothers, Ali Sheikh. They're quite stacked, and they've had one of the few teams who unfortunately had 3 washed out games. Shehan Jasur is another one. And they were always going to be behind the 8 ball when you start without a win in your first 3 because of the rain. But they would hope that they can retain the core of their team next season and compete in a much bigger way.
Yeah, I think that's really important so you can build nicely. Now that's good news to see Matthew Tromp out there. That's him, number 14. There's his brother Joshua. They're twins. In fact, that is... They've confused me. Anyway, number 4 is Joshua and number 14 is Matthew. But Joshua is the one that hurt his leg yesterday. Who has got the orange shoes on, but he's out there again today, so that's good news. End of the over, 2 gone, 3 for none, it's tight.
Yeah, the Titans win here. They're certainly guaranteed a spot at the top of the table. They'll play the Cowboys tomorrow, who you think will most likely remain in that 4th position. In fact, they definitely will remain 4th. Van Schalvik, straight in line. And if you've watched this man throughout the tournament, you know you cannot go there.
I mean, that's just a classic example of how much extra time he does have. He identified a couple of things here really quickly. He realized the line was wrong, the length was wrong as well, and he just picked it up beautifully. Instincts take over with him, and he has whipped it away so comfortably. He's in such form at the moment that he shouldn't waste these knocks. Didn't make too full toll of it yesterday. Straight after that 120 that he scored in that night game, which is just spectacular. So when you're in this sort of form, even though maybe the track's not coming on as well as it was the other night, you've still got to make sure you do the job and don't leave it up to the next guy. You're the man in possession and playing superbly.
This time that deep fielder should cut it off. We'll get back for the 2nd. It was a really mesmerizing knock the other night. That 100 from Gauss. And obviously, it was filled with boundaries. 78 of the 120 runs came in the boundaries, but when you really analyze it a bit deeper, only 8 dots faced in those 61. So even when he wasn't scoring boundaries, he was able to rotate strike. But the power, the reach, just the hitting ability, unmatched.
Just lost his shape a little bit there, and also the call was yes. So he almost sold his partner down the river. Apologized.
He really favors that area. Yes, it was miscommunication, but you see that area through long on and long off. 45% of his runs that night came down the ground, so they have to be careful when they try to go full to him. That's in the onside, and it's big, enormous.
Yeah, Yeah, you can't get away with that line. That's for sure. Van Skalkwyk will know that. I don't think he's targeting that for a reason. He's trying to, I'm sure, bowl the channel outside the line of off stump like he did in his first over, but he's been hammered with that delivery. 12 runs off this over so far, and there's still one ball to go. It just needs one over like this to get someone like House to kick into gear properly and step on the gas, and suddenly the opposition get dejected. Really good, powerful stuff from House.
It's the bigger side of the ground as well, but it doesn't matter when this man is striking the ball because he has middled everything. Now we go down the ground. Just fetch. This has been some ball striking in this tournament. 19 for none.
"16 runs off this over from Van Skalkwyk, and the last delivery was very slow, and House had so much time. He just summed that up as well and just hammered it straight back past him. Had so much time to pick his spot, and another boundary. So that was terrifically played. In total command.
Fielder, yes! Noman Anwar, the disappointing tournament continues. Patriots have their first.
I think the most annoying thing about that for Anwar is he doesn't have to do that. He's got his partner at the other end who's scoring runs at will, so he can actually, at this stage, just play the game by giving House a little bit of the strike and push the ball around and not take too many risks. Ngaka's the man that took the catch. He didn't have to move too much, number 30. Disappointing. Fernando's elated with that wicket. His first over was tight. And he's been rewarded with that wicket of Anwar, and it's now 19 for 1.
Pakistan international Mukhtar Ahmed comes to the middle. 60-20 internationals for Pakistan. Has a job to do. Nando's been good with his use of the pitch.
It wasn't that short, really. Just tried that pick-up shot.
Had good success here, Mukhtar Ahmed, a couple weeks ago in that T10 Masters tournament that you were at, Mike, in the top 10 run scorers. But this is the wicket again. Just came off the bottom of the bat, and it's a well-placed deep mid-wicket fielder who's off the boundary. Made no mistake, judged it well. Gakar. What a way to get off the mark. Just authority in that stroke.
Yeah, Fernando doesn't have that pace, I don't think, to bowl that length. That's the problem. And any new batsman who first arrives knows a couple of the areas where he can score comfortably. That's certainly one for Mukhtar. Just swivels. Again, plenty of time. The tracker's on the slow side. It's just going to sit up and be dealt with. Fernando would probably be a little bit annoyed with himself because he's done a fine job up until now. That's a better length for him.
Yeah, not only the length, I'll also say the line, Mike, because when he scored that 54 the other night, Mukhtar Ahmed, amazingly in that partnership with Gauss, 93% of his runs were in the leg side. So it tells you need to bowl, maybe even if you go to that fourth stop line, he could have greater difficulties in finding the boundary. Very leg side dominant. He's always been in his international days. We've got those 2 consecutive international 50s against Zimbabwe for Pakistan. Put that in a museum. All the way for 6 to end the over, 30 for 1.
4 overs gone, 30 for 1 at the moment. House has got 24 of those. That's how dominant he's been in this innings so far. Couple of 4s, couple of 6s. That was just a wonderful shot. Straight down the line, out of the middle, showing the maker's name and hitting that all the way for 6.
Tried the pace, it hasn't worked. Now they'll try the spin. Ali Sheikh is going to come into the attack. We did see the ball grip earlier. Has been dismissed by spin a couple of times in the tournament, so maybe this is the right move. Ali Sheikh has been in the leading wicket takers as well. Decent economy. Starts too short. Put away.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad move, actually, Ali Sheikh coming in now, because he has been successful. He knows these surfaces. He knows what line he's got to bowl. I think more importantly, what pace. That was just too quick. Looked like he was hurrying himself. He doesn't normally do that. He needs to settle into that normal rhythm that he works with and do a serious job.
Slipping as well. We are in the power play. Long off, deep mid wicket, 2 fielders out. Again through the leg side. This has been assertive from Mukhtar Ahmed.
Yeah, that was a fine shot. It was fairly flat. Akhilesh at one stage thought he was in the game here. Tall man, couldn't quite get there.
Got the tallest fielder placed that mid-on. Got away with that. Really did get away with that because he bowled a similar delivery first up, was pulled for 4.
Akhilesh, by the way, is going to really enjoy bowling on this surface too, with the assistance it is giving the spinners. That was a fine shot. Just over the top of Akhilesh and raced away for that boundary.
Just 3 runs came from the first 2 overs. More runs. This is some supreme start from the New Jersey Titans.
Yeah, 2 only outside that circle in the first 6. Mukhtar has recognised that and he's having a dip at anything that's pitched up. Looking to get underneath it. He got a first up delivery. The start of the over was very short and quite quick that he pulled away. Since then he's been looking to launch anything that's at a good length, and he's playing it nicely.
It is in that gap between the long on and deep mid, but they will get back comfortably for the second. It's a big over. 14 has come from it. 44 for 1.
Well, two stars of the show with the bat, no doubt, in this tournament. One of them sadly knocked out, Gajanan Singh. The other one is at the crease here, and he's on fire. Smashing the ball to all parts is Andries Kaus again. Such an impressive talent. He really is. You almost get a sense of inevitability about his ascension to international cricket in due course. Didn't quite make it back in South Africa. I think many a fine judge would have said that had he been with a different setup, a different franchise maybe down there, he could have gone on to higher honours, but instead, what a shot. Beautiful. And this has gone all the way. The perfect time to welcome back Aryan Singh to the commentary box. A sparkling stroke to bring up the 50.
What a way to introduce the youngster into the attack, Andreas House. That's a beautiful shot. Aesthetic to the eye, just gone up and over through covers. One of the hardest shots to play in this format, or in this game to even. Yeah, just a bit too overpitched from the youngster.
So welcome back, Aryan. How have you been? You're a little bit under the weather, were you? You all good now?
Yeah, all good, but last night was pretty disappointing. Andrew, last night was pretty disappointing. 10, 20 more runs would have had us in it. I was talking to Coach. 125 on that track could have been defendable. We were aiming for 150 at first, a minimum of 150 because of the way we had started, but I'd say 125 could have had us in a ball game.
We're talking about the Carolina Eagles there, of course. As Gauss just does what he pleases with the ball at the moment. Only two fielders in the deep. He's striking that well up over 200. 226 at the moment. He's toying with the bowlers.
Yeah, a little bit of a tug of war on the onside. A little bit of tug of war there. He's tugged that away. Yeah, you just see just opening the face. No one is deep there, back at deep mid wicket. No one on the onside. Just a good stroke, good placement from Andres House.
Well, he's been the star batter by a distance, and remember the Titans, if they can win this, they'll get a lock on first place. That means they would play the New York Cowboys. Lovely ping off the bat. Oh, this is an exhibition. Batting of the highest quality. A man who is destined for higher honours, no doubt. He is lighting up this 2023 USPL. Stunning.
Just gets runs everywhere he goes, Andres House. Just opens the face of the bat and he's pierced the gap beautifully. Beautifully. Little bit of trouble for the youngster. Now where does Ugarkar go? He's been hit for 14 from his 4. He's got 2 to go. Last over before the conclusion of the power play.
Nicely played. He's seeing it like a beach ball at the moment, isn't he? Yeah, tell us a bit more about the discussions last night with the Eagles' devastation.
Yeah, obviously devastating. The way we started the tournament off, thought we'd conclude it very well, but 125 would have been good. It's a bit of poor death bowling, I would have to say. I think pace on the ball, jamming it in, bowling at the wrong areas, I think cost us.
So that's going to be the end of the power play. It's belonged to one team. They're on top of the table and they're looking to lock that spot in. It's 60 for 1. So this is the game we were talking about yesterday, Aryan. You're part of that Carolina Eagles squad. You had them in such good shape. 49 for 6 the opposition were. But that innings from Badar just saw them home, much to break your heart.
Yeah, it was a good partnership between him and Kaleem. Kind of steered it away. A bit more of death bowling experience, obviously. It was a very good piece of bowling from Sivasanka at the later end. Sion Hackett, Dexter Sween, they all pulled through. Unfortunately, missing out Kesrick Williams also kind of put us in some trouble. But it was a very well fought battle at the end.
Change in bowling. Going to see the mystery spin of Akhilesh Bodhagam, who's had a good tournament, I think. Pitched up, smoked down the ground, and straight enough for 6. Well, Mukhtar's even getting in the act now too. The Titans, they're playing like a side full of confidence.
Commentator's curse, Andrew. Commentator's curse. Pitched it up first ball. Akhilesh Bodhagam, something we don't see from him often in this tournament. Yeah, a bit too up. And he just muscled that away, Mukhtar.
Better length this time. Just a bit too full, wasn't it, to start with? Right up into the slot, and he goes all the way down the ground. Going to be a single into the leg side.
Yeah, something with Mukhtar Ahmed is that he holds the bat very close to him. Both hands are close to each other, and he's holding it very tight and very hard. So he looks to hit big, hit straight, tugs it a bit because of how hard his hands are when he goes through to the ball.
What are your takeaways from the tournament as a whole for your squad? Gajanan Singh was brilliant, inspirational for all you young players.
Yeah, exceptional. He's an exceptional player. There's no doubt why he's in the USA side. We had a good squad. I think with the inclusion of Shayan Jahangir, that also helped. Just having that experience on the side. We have a good mix of youth and experience. I think the squad was very good. It was just very disappointing that we had a bunch of low-scoring games. Some places we didn't really execute. But that's how the cricket works. That's how it is in T20 franchise leagues. So it's unfortunate, but you still have to learn from it.
Yeah, I thought there's lots to take for you too from the tournament. The way in which you fought, despite some of those under par totals with the bat. You'll be back stronger next year, I'm sure. 7 have been bowled. It's 69 for 1. .50 partnership. It's come in rapid time. 2 strong batters. Both played really, really well. Slower through the air this time, but Mukhtar knows how to deal with that. That's a really good shot. It's not a bad delivery. Feel a bit for Ali Sheikh here. Just excellent batting.
Very good batting from the New Jersey Titans. He's just bowled it in a way where there's no sweeper, no one back there, where he can just open the face, get enough power and timing. And yeah, Ali Sheikh not really getting his line there properly. Inside out from Mukhtar.
You would suspect from here, obviously the Patriots out of semi-final contention, only pride to play for. This could turn into a mammoth total. They might be thinking of their second 200-plus total of the tournament. Is there anyone that can stop the Titans in the form that they're in?
Don't think so, Andrew. Don't think so. Hopefully we can see it, though, today or tomorrow. An exciting bit of cricket here in Lauderhill, Florida.
You're telling me then you make them the tournament favourites from here, particularly if they go on to win the group stages. You'd expect them to be?
It'll be hard to count favorites, Andrew. It's 2020 cricket. It's hard to really pick a favorite. How I see it is 2020 cricket, it's anyone's day. It's how good you play on that given day. if you play some good cricket, could be in the night of a final, could be a night of a group stage game, it's easy to take a game away from a team that could be deemed as favorites. And we saw that in our first game against the Chicago Patriots.
Yeah, Sheikh's had a good tournament. 7 wickets for him, just behind Saurav Netravalkar, the former national team captain. He's the only one ahead of him. The thing I like about this graphic, a pretty decent spread of seam and spin. There hasn't been a dominant force either way. 2 seamers in there, Mario Laban, who's been exceptional for the Golden Eagles, and Saurav Netravalkar, the left-arm seamer, and then 3 spinners, 2 left-arm spinners. And the off breaks of Rakeem the Dream as this is cut away. Oh, very good batting. He's got on top of the bounce to close out the 8th over at the boundary. They're going at 10s. It's 80 for 1. An immense platform for the Titans to build upon in what's been a dominant tournament for them. They've just such a deep squad. No Trevon Griffith today. He's down as an impact player. Great to see Raymond Dar into the 11. I think that's a good move given that they're already into the semi-finals. A surprise for me is no Raj Rocky Nanan. Definitely have the deepest squad, don't they? This is just short of Ali Sheikh. Would you like to see Raymond Dar in up the order? He doesn't have the pads on yet.
Yeah, it's great to see Raymond Dar, the young under-21, get a game today. So it'd be one thing to give the young under-21s an opportunity. And we've seen that a lot with this tournament. Matthew and Joshua Tromb, Ali Sheikh being given a chance, Yasser Mohammed.
Yeah, there they are in the background. You see Raymond Dar standing. He's just having a bit of a chat to Ian Dev Singh, who may be in next. He's padded up. But that's what these tournaments are all about. Younger players learning from their more senior ones. Players who've gone around the world. And he is a talent, Raymond Dar. I'd love to see him in next, to be honest. Get him in up the order.
Yeah, it'd be great to see it. And again, nothing to lose for the New Jersey Titans. They've already secured a spot in the playoffs. A win here would just mean that they get the top of the table. They'd be the round-robin champions. That's all that it would mean.
I know the New York Cowboys fans will be watching on and cursing me, but maybe that's an easier semi-final, given the mixed form. More examples of more experienced cricketers in this time. It's clearly Mohammed Mohsin talking about leg spin. One of the younger teammates. Great to see. That's what these tournaments are all about. It'll be a single to close out a 5-run 9th over. It's 85 for 1. So we have our semi-finalists. The big question is, what will the order be? If the Titans win this, well, we're pretty sure, although there are ways in which the Cowboys' net run rate could sneak them up to 3rd. We're pretty sure it could end up being the Titans against the New York Cowboys. That's if that other game, this evening game, the 21st and final group match, that's if that is reasonably close. But if the Golden Eagles went down to a heavy defeat, that could catapult New York up into 3rd. So plenty of permutations, but the one that is certain is that if the Titans win this contest, they will advance to the semi-final.
A beautiful stroke. Beautiful, beautiful cover drive from Andreas House. And that brings up his 50. It's just been consistency from Andreas House. A 23-ball 50.
Yeah, sensational. 6 4s, 3 6s. Runs all around the ground. Strike rate 221. Tournament's leading run scorer. Gauss the Great here. Down in Florida, he's been sensational. Oh, and he's just putting the icing on top. Where's the cherry? That's the only thing that's missing. Maybe a second century is the cherry. That is stunning.
Not only a full extension of the arms from Andreas House, but also from umpire Brian Kane. Beautiful, beautiful batting from Andreas House. He's making it look so easy. He's making it look like a video game. That's the first one. That's the first boundary to bring up his half century. Extravagant cover drive through the gap. And then here's the second one, the maximum. Oh, he's sending Rashil Ugarkar all around the park.
Aryan, are you giving me the stick cricket shout here? On day 7, he's playing like stick cricket.
Could be, could be. Could be stick cricket, but Andreas House is not, he's not hitting it around like a stick cricket batsman. He's hitting it around like a man with full authority.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Really is. Different planet he's batting on. That pull shot in particular. When you grow up on the hard bouncy pitches in South Africa, you get it drilled into you right from schools cricket as to how to play the short ball. You pounce on length. You pounce on it quickly and you hammer it away for 6. I think 200 plus very much on the cards. That's what the projected scores are showing you at the bottom of the screen. So just to round it out, if the Titans win, they will finish first, and it'll be the 10 a.m. semi-final tomorrow that they will play the 4th finishing side, which looks likely to be the Cowboys, but could still be the Eagles as well.
It's still great. It's still great to see that Nitish Kumar still back in the youngster, still giving him a ball in hand.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's learning time here. The way you learn is by playing against players that are better than you, overloading your skills. Whether that's bowling against better batters or batting against better bowlers. That's the only way you can get better.
Yeah, it's still great to see, and that's what the USPL is all about, promoting homegrown talent and giving them an opportunity to showcase their skill set.
He closes out that over well with 2 dots. Credit to Agarkar. 10 have been bowled. It's time for a drink for everyone. The Titans are flying 97 for 1.
Halfway stage in the first innings of this matchup. They've made this a trend, the New Jersey Titans. These quick starts, and it's been that man again. Andreas House, half century, following up his 120 2 nights ago. Mike Hazeman, it's been brilliant.
It certainly has. Look at these shots. Crisp, really nicely played from ball 1, basically. Same as he did in that night game. Right at the start. Offside, onside, straight, didn't matter. So much time. Often the seamers bowled a length, which was a bit short, which got him going. But 25 balls to that 58. 6 4s and 4 6s. Strike rate of 232. Magnificent work. Partnership now 78. 41 balls, and he's got 58 of them. That's some going.
We have tried everything. Nothing has worked. It's just so hard to dismiss him. And honestly, Ahmed has supported him really well. Similar, exactly identical to the other day when these two put on 119 from 66. Gauss got that big 100. Ahmed got 54 from 41. So yes, it's slower than usual for him, but the fact is he's really situationally aware.
I think they need to just be really careful with Akhilesh. Mukhtar will know him quite well. Faced him a few times. That's been skied. I wonder if this is going to be out. I think it should be. The calling. Oh, goodness me. That was nearly a massive collision. Thank goodness they didn't collide, because that could have been nasty. Ali Sheikh took the catch in the end. Hamilton underneath that, it normally keeps.
Yeah, Jamar Hamilton usually is behind the stumps, but it's been a good over from Badogam after the drinks break. 2 dots. Just built up the pressure, and Hamilton will just say he was there as backup. Ali Sheikh is one of the best fielders in this country, though. Ahmed gone for 38, a well-played supporting role, 98 for 2. Aaron Jones got that 47 yesterday, and what was such an important knock got them to that 176 at a time where they looked like just getting 150 or 160.
A good clip too, 151 strike rate. Really important knock.
His first 9 batting in the tournament. Now has a golden opportunity with a well-set Gauss who's firing at the other end. 2 right-handers at the crease. How does this change the approach from Badogam?
Aklesh has got his first wicket. He rarely goes through a game where he doesn't pick up a couple. High release, very talented, got a couple of different varieties. Would have been very pleased to get Mukhtar because he was looking to threaten. 38 off 29 was terrific and matching House very nicely. Just a bridge too far, really. Was trying to launch this one for Sex. Couldn't quite get underneath it enough. It was almost Yorker length. But thankfully they chose a different plane, those two fielders.
$100 for 2. Yeah, the 100 has come up. Aaron Jones yesterday with that 47. He started slowly, and he can afford to do so now again. Just get himself in because Gauss at the at the other end has been unbelievable in this competition. A real treat to watch.
Sure is, and what a platform this is. 9 overs to go. 8 wickets in hand. A good surface. You spend a little bit of time on this track, you're going to play nicely. It comes onto the bat for the seamers. He's got to make sure he doesn't give this away because he's played so well up until now. If he goes deep in this, he'll easily get another 100. He will know that. He wants to impress selectors. He's got some aims to represent the USA.
And just from the Patriots perspective, now with Mukhtar Ahmed dismissed, you got 2 right-handers there. Even though Ali Sheikh has been expensive, he's been the leading wicket taker of the tournament. So they've gone back to the left-arm spinner. Everyone barring Gian Fernando has been expensive. And Achilles, you could say.
Current rate, they get to 178. If they go at 10 and 0 from here, it's 188. I wonder, can they go 12s and get past the 200 mark? That'll be some going, but I guess with House there, it's possible because he's going to certainly launch towards the end. Jones doing exactly the right thing, just getting down the other end at the moment, allowing House to have as much strike as possible.
Only 4 of the first 11 overs have gone for less than 10. It's because of this man on screen. He is so dangerous. Just been effortless. Big side of the ground, into the wind, doesn't matter. Mentioned yesterday in that interview that he's got the Abu Dhabi T10 coming out, using this as really good preparation against some high quality bowling attacks. Yeah, and it's a line that they had success against him early when Van Schalkwyk bowled outside of the off stump. There was hesitancy. I wonder if they can just string a few deliveries in that area to test him.
It's really interesting in the Van Schalkwyk thing, because you're right, he was, and we talked about it, and suddenly he just started to stray a little bit leg side and then down the leg side, and he was hammered for that one over. House hit him for plenty, and then he was away. That was it. Not looking in the rearview mirror, he was just going full steam ahead.
Just 4 off the over, 104 for 2. Well, Andrew Leonard's a busy man. Where are you, Andrew?
Down pitch side here. Got some immediate reaction from Mukhtar Ahmed. Mukhtar, great to be with you. 38 with the bat. How did you bat out there? What were the conditions like?
I think feeling very well, because the Andrew Ghost, which type form of this guy, and you feel very relaxed when you play with Andrew, and I think that's why there is no pressure playing with. Not easy condition for batting, but Andrew form like that, you have no pressure, and that's why you play easy.
What's he like to bat with? He's such a talented player, and he's having a brilliant US Premier League 2023.
Yeah, I think no, you can say the very good form the Andrew have, and the last 2-3 tournament I play together, and me feeling very well when I play with the Andrew Goss. And also I want to say we have very good team, very good balanced team. I think hope for the next tournament, next matches, we win the matches, I think.
Yeah, you certainly enjoy batting with him. Just finally, can you give us a sense as to your hopes for the tournament? If you win this, you'll finish first. Are you very confident of winning the semi-final and the final?
Yeah, of course, we want to winning finals, and first the semi-finals and then final. And I think with the boys playing very well cricket, I hope we win that tournament.
Well, you certainly are playing great cricket. Thanks to chatting to us. Back up to you guys, Nikhil.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andrew and Mukhtar. Yeah, he's singing the praises of his not opening partner. At times has been his opening partner, but today he came in at 3. Everyone is singing the praises of Half. And this has been smart from Jones. Just rotation of strike, getting House back on strike, but no boundaries now for over 3 overs. Which has been a rarity when this man has been there. I just wonder if some pressure is being built.
Well, I think what Mukhtar was saying, I mean, Jones is playing that role perfectly, saying he's so easy to bat with because he's striking the ball so nicely, and you don't have to look to get after the runs in an enormous fashion, because House is going to do that. You've got confidence in him, and Jones is certainly doing that, and they could play catch up. I think there'll be too many dramas. Trump moving quite nicely with that damaged ankle, I presume. Mukhtar played nicely for his 38 off 29. It was a very good partnership. He got a couple of short deliveries he could put away. He took Ali Sheikh first ball, and then decided to go downtown with a couple of balls that were a little bit fuller. "13 overs gone. 111 for 2. Good partnership, 79, 44 balls between House and Mukhtar. Mukhtar played some strong shots.
partnership being developed between Jones and Hulse. How am I doing on the South African pronunciation, Mike?
About time you improved. You'll get there at some stage if you work hard. Good to see that big black cloud we had disappear. Plenty of sunshine now, so that's good to see. Let's hope that continues for the rest of the day until we get the final game, which will be under lights.
Thought I nailed the pronunciation of Van Schalvik. Carmine LaRue.
Yeah, you've got them down pat. That's good. LaRue's a little challenging though.
Trump.
So you got to be careful with that one.
It's gone high, but not long. The build-up of pressure. Oh wait, it's gone all the way for 6. Actually, Ghost began to walk. Some way, somehow, is inched over the boundary.
Joshua Trump it was who was down there. He thought he was in a position to take this catch. So did Hulse. It went very high indeed, and that was what was worrying Hulse at the time. But then suddenly it just kept going, and over it went. 6 more.
This time, timed well, it's 6 again.
Goodness me, he's timed that beautifully. He's actually, I think he's hit that into the super sopper actually. As if the super sopper hasn't done enough work, he's had to do a bit of fielding as well. He's just about exhausted himself, the super sopper. Getting all the rain off the covers earlier on. Let's have a look. Yeah, straight in. Straight into the super sopper. Should be bonus runs.
Really taking a liking to Ali Sheikh today, who uncharacteristically is gone at over 10s. Before this game, his economy was just around 7 and over, and picked up the 7 wickets. That's a very strong area for him. This has been dominance from Andreas Hulse.
Yeah, I think we might need to start looking at getting another box of balls out soon. Sooner or later, one of these is going to disappear out of this ground. He's hitting them so well. Effortless. Look at this. Right out of the lower middle part of the bat. So at the base of the bat, but still in the middle of the bat. Still enough power. That's a great shot. Really is. Terrific shot. Trying to escape to the golf course.
Power play or no power play, the boundary hitting ability is just unbelievable. 66 of the 84 runs in boundaries today. Three sixes in the over. The first one, he started to walk. Didn't think he had enough on it. Just did. That one was well timed. And this one, the best of the lot. Down the ground, he is so dangerous.
Strike rate of 221 now for Andreas Hulse. Look at the runs he scored. Strike rate of 206. That is just superb. No wonder he's smiling.
Anticlimactic end to the over, but massive 20 from it. 1-3-1 for 2. $131 for 2, the Titans, 6 overs to come. And Andreas Hulse is still there on 85, 15 away from that landmark. It would be his second of the tournament.
Those hotels in South Beach, Miami are getting quite tall. That was the tallest hotel, 20 floors, that one. Lovely view from the top there, overlooking the ocean.
What a story for this man. I mean, spoke to Andrew Leonard yesterday about his journey. He's obviously been in the US now for 3 years. House from Welcome in South Africa. Welcome, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Welkom. That's the Afrikaans term. Welcome. Big mining area. Gold and diamonds in Welcome, actually. Very small place. They're very fanatical about their cricket.
I played a lot of cricket for Free State before moving over.
Must be called Orange Free State. He's at that pretty well, but not as well as he would have liked. House put his head down straight away. I think he might be really annoyed with himself that he's throwing that away, because there was nothing special about that delivery. 14 away from another 100 in this tournament. It was a terrific knock, but it could have been so much better. Could have been a lot better. Yeah, he is annoyed.
Low full toss just got on the bottom of the bat. And there was a man at the corner position for that shot. Well taken in the end by Trump, who we haven't seen into the attackers yet. Gauss gone for 86, a strike rate of 209. 133 for 3. Dev Singh hasn't had too much to do in this tournament with bat in hand. 27 not out the other day, was in a winning cause. Shehan Jayasuriya's got the golden breakthrough. Can that be the start of more? They need them quickly. The rate is over 9s.
Outfoxed him with the friendly full toss. Hit right at the bottom of the bat. There it is, right at the bottom. Matthew Trump was underneath that, took it quite comfortably. Here's an opportunity for the Patriots to just stem this flow, because they've been scoring runs at will up until now, but he's now gone for 86, so things might just change a bit with these last few overs.
Good to see the camaraderie between those two. Six of them. 1 for 1 for 3.
I'm so ready.
141 for 3 in 15. Shehan Jayasuriya was bowling an excellent over, barring this. And this was much required for Dev Singh, who's been searching for some form in this tournament. Felt a little stuck as well initially. That's the break-free shot. And he's chosen a lovely area too. Joined by A. Leonard, warm welcome.
And A. Leonard shared on my final day. I wish I was with you for these 3 crunch upcoming games tomorrow and Tuesday. Not going to be possible though. Gotta get down to Africa. But the action has been fantastic. It's actually got better and better throughout the tournament too.
Practice the pronunciation. Hazy's around. Practice the pronunciation.
Is this the Windhoek one, is it? Everything seems to be a V instead of a W down there in Africa, doesn't it?
and then you go directly to Germany from there. If you do, that struck well, but there is a fielder in the deep. Jones is gone. I thought it was a very selfless shot as well, just doing what was required in this situation and under circumstances.
Good catch this. The reason why he's looking straight into the sun. No, he's got the sunglasses on. And it's the youngster Ruschel who clings on really well. Jones has gone for 9, America's vice captain. It's 141 for 4.
$141 for 4. Good start to the over. Shadley keeping it nice and wide. Jones usually goes for it. It's his shot. He clears most of the times. But there was Ruschel Agarkar there who completed a good catch in the end. New Jersey Titans losing their 4th in the shape of Jones. That's another very good delivery. And Rahman had made his mind up to play with soft hands, steal that single off the mark.
What's great to see is Raymond Dar is into the crease and into proper action. So keen to see how he goes. He's waited a long time for his chance outside of his subfielding efforts. This is why he's here, because of Aaron Jones picking out the man at cover sweeper.
Can't get a run there. Shehan Jayasuriya is not standing at the edge of the 30-yard circle. He's at least a few yards inside. And with that start comes in further to stop the single.
What can Raymond Dar do? That's the question. It's such a tough school. You've got 5 overs here. You play a big shot, you get caught in the deep, you probably don't play the semi-final.
Sometimes hitting 2 straight can also be a problem, but the coach tells you to hit straight.
Middle stump knocked out of the ground at the non-striker's end. The 12th fielder very much in action there. They do get through for the single. But could Raymond Dar get 25 or 30 not out and say to his head coach, get me in the team for that semi? It's a little floated leg cutter. It was whipped straight back into middle stump. Don't think Van Schalkwyk got near it. No, so no appeal at all. Actually, Dar was back in his crease anyway.
I tell you what, knowing the management, I think Rahman Dar, even if he scores 15 in quick time but plays a shot that shows intensity and gets out, he'll still make the team. His fielding has been absolutely brilliant. That catch is one for the ages.
I think definitely the catch of the tournament. Yeah, certainly. I was actually just down pitch side interviewing Mukhtar Ahmed there, and I saw Raymond. He was padded up. I didn't want to bother him too much. I just said, amazing catch, well done. I asked him, did he watch it back? He said more than once.
That's on his WhatsApp status. Singles are doing the trick at the moment. Shadley's quite content giving this just singles away. 16 gone, 145 for 4. Lots of bowling options. Shadley's picked up a wicket. Gayan Fernando has picked up a wicket. That's good news. Akhilesh and Shehan one apiece. Be interesting to see how Akhilesh's final over is used and when. Right now it's time for some pace. Gyan wants to steam in. Nine of 5. Ian Dev and Rahman. Rahman needs to find a place in the 11. Ian Dev has found a place in the 11, but still needs that big innings under his belt. Today would be a good time, just before the business end of the tournament. Wants the second run as well, because this was just a chip, but he's got to stay content with a single.
There's a bit of an irony. There's probably these two duking out for one place. Look at this. That's a brains trust to savour. Gauss and the captain Harmeet Singh, Mohammed Mohsin, probably a next Trevon Griffith. Even though he's listed as an impact player, he's probably not going to play any part today. Trevon will come back into the side tomorrow, you would imagine, for the semi-final. That means only one spot between the two men at the crease right now, Raymond Dar and Ian Dev. So who's going to take it? One of the things I love about cricket, though, you learn as much when you're not playing off the pitch, just talking in the bench on the sidelines, as you do when you're playing the sport. You really do. And that would be something I'd get across to every young cricketer, wherever you're watching this in the world. And nice to see some young fans in too, enjoying the action.
Vikas and Suresh as well, ensuring that the memories are made. So far, so good for Gyan. Not from the middle of the bat.
So Raymond Dar, it's the first time we're seeing him with the bat, but this catch, my, oh my, it was something else. It really was. Simply world class off the bowling of the captain, on as a sub-fielder, and didn't he love it? Pumped up. He said to me he's watched it back 5 or 6 times. I said, you might have to clip it up, get it up onto the Instagram story too.
That was struck well. Ian Dev has found form. I repeat, Ian Dev has found form. 150 comes up for New Jersey Titans. And in what style?
They're looking really good, aren't they, these Titans? I'm not sure. Will they be beaten today? So they'll almost certainly come up against the Cowboys tomorrow, you'd expect. You'd quite fancy them in that clash with the makeup of the two squads. And as a consequence, you're looking at a situation where the Titans could be in Tuesday's grand final. If they are, who's going to beat them?
Excellent running between the wickets here. Just a gentle tap and always making it clear to Rahman that he wants to there, Ian Dev. Yeah, good question. I also felt that today is a chance for New Jersey Titans to experiment as much as possible, Andrew. And that's perhaps why Griffith is sitting out at the moment. Griffith's one of those men who will make a side for just his fielding effort. 17 gone, 156 for 4. A swashbuckling 86 from House's bat today. Mukhtar was good as well, 38 of 29. Akhilesh got rid of him. Jones trying to up the ante, perished. But it's good to see selfless batting from the stars of USA. The second run. Only if both of them started to run would have been tricky. Just Rahman wanted to take that second run. Ian Dev was content at the non-striker's end after a single.
And a chance for Dar to shine, not just in the way in which he bats, but his selflessness towards the team. can he do though with the bat? That's the question. Can he find a few boundaries here?
Was lining up for a huge hit on the leg side, missed it completely. Shadley is one of the shrewdest bowlers when it comes to the slower delivery. We've discussed that Shadley has at least 2 to 3 types of slower deliveries. Which one has he unleashed over here? The length helps too. Does he have a counter sign to the keeper? Because sometimes a slower delivery can generate the edge but not travel. The keeper's got to come up a little bit, just a little bit, not too much to give it away. Again, a slower delivery outside the hitting arc. Take it away from the batter's arc. He's been running half runs. Not that if he runs half 2 times, he's going to get a single. What's happened to the calling suddenly?
Well, it was confusion, wasn't there? I think Raymond Dara immediately wanted to, but then he realised he probably wouldn't have got back. So really good running and intent. He's done everything right here. He's in and out quickly, but then just there, the stutter step. Just as well, Ian Dev got back. Direct hit would have been gone. Probably by quite a distance too. Just not sure what the keeper's doing. Keeper's got to be up at the stumps and whip those off quickly. Still would have been gone then.
Did everything to be cheeky, but I think he revealed the syllabus too early. Shadley stayed put with his line, length and plan. Did not change a thing. It always happens that in hindsight, you believe as a batter you could have played that with a straight bat and got a run at least. But 20 of 11, Ian Dave's doing well. Oh, good ball. Cramped him for room.
Yeah, credit to Vansh Kalkvik. He's come back really well here. He was hammered around the park in his second over. He's got huge character, Vansh Kalkvik. He might be towards the latter stage of his career in his sort of second incarnation here into the United States. But he's a very popular guy over on the West Coast in Seattle. Does a huge amount of coaching work. He's really fostering, bringing through the next generation of American cricketers. It's something he's very, very passionate about too. Nice to see him doing the business on the pitch.
And a good slow ball bouncer when the batter expected it to be quicker. Runs in binary codes. Excellent over, just 3 of it. 18 gone. 159 for 4. $159 for 4 in 18 overs. They've run 2s 4 times at a time when Andres House was making this ground look small. 10 sixes already, 11 boundaries. Just tells you that for every boundary they hit, they find a way to hit a 6 as well, the New Jersey Titans. Attacking cricket at its best from the beginning, despite losing Noman early yet again. The Mukhtar magic was on show once again. House at his best as well. 159 for 4. Now for the final finish.
This is the final ball of the previous over, Suhas. I just wonder, height-wise, has this gone over the head of the batter? Now, for me, you cannot play a cricket shot to that. That's a wide. Raymond Dar, there's nothing he can do.
He tried his best to play a tennis stroke, though. But I think he was down the track as well. Had he stayed put, would have been a different story. This is huge. Ian Dave's 6s are getting bigger and better. Straight as an arrow.
Pumped down the ground. That's a great shot. Smiles on the bench because the ball has ended up right underneath the desk. Look at this for a strike. Oh yes, right out of the screws. This is great learning for the youngster. I know his figures look difficult. Rushil Ugarkar is getting his chance, but he'll learn from this. He'll learn about how small the margin for error is against higher quality opponents. He's got 5 more balls to deliver. He needs to keep them as economical as possible.
Just love the flamboyance from Ian Dave this time around. 27 of 13, unfazed by the odd dot ball. This should be taken. It is indeed. Who wants to take a catch? Agarkar puts his hand up and guess what? He gets in return the wicket that he so dearly wanted. Good comeback by the young man.
Well done, youngster. Character building, that's what it's all about. Smash for 6 down the ground. A few senior members came over, had a word, told him to bang it into the wicket with an off cutter. Excellent catch. Oh yes, we've seen some really good ones in this USPL 2023. Add that to the list. A stunner off his own bowling that would have come very quickly to him. Ian Dev's gone for 27. It's 165 for 5.
Six and a wicket. 165 for 5. Serves walked out of bat. And all that's asked of him is to go for the big shots as soon as possible. Is the impact player. Now can he, true to his name of an impact player, provide the moxie? Much required at this stage for the New Jersey Titans. He's found the gap. He's swatted it away with such ease in the end. Agarkar wanted to keep it away from the arc of Sohaib, but just somehow with simplicity and elegance he's put that away.
Great innovation. He's just kind of premeditated where he wanted to hit it. A little scoop over the leg side. The reason he's played that shot, square leg up in the circle. Maybe not quite the pace yet from Agarkar to threaten a batter from playing that stroke, and maybe a change in the field will have to come about. So square leg will go out. That means that one on the offside has to come up. The youngster is going to go over to one of his, I think it's his captain, isn't it, to work out where he should bowl. Nitish Kumar there.
The interesting bit also is that Sohaib has read the slower delivery almost immediately. This is great game awareness too. He recognized that Agarkar has been resorting to the slower delivery more. Sohaib Thai, can he be the perfect number 7? No, it's going to be Agarkar again. The story continues for Rushil Agarkar. If he gets thrashed, he'll come back in the best way possible.
He's done it twice, isn't he? Showing huge strength of character here. And a special note for his captain, Nitish Kumar, who's given him wise words not once but twice now. Just an on-pace delivery. The length is perfect. Such a good length. Back of a length. It's a bail trimmer. It's just clipped the leg bail and off it goes. Thai gone for 4. 169 for 6.
Mohammad Mohsin again can swat the ball long distances. 18 runs in 5 matches, and out of those 18 runs, remember, 17 of them came in a single game. What an over this has been for Agarkar. He's seen both ends of the spectrum, and that's fluctuating every ball. First a 6, then a wicket, then a boundary hit away, comes back with a wicket. Now a wide delivery. If he wants to stay true to the template, it's a wicket loading. And this was his second wicket. I think Sohaib Thai was confused. And look at that bail. Is it a bail or a Beyblade? I've never seen it spin so much. It's the length that has worked. Cuts back in so sharply. And in the end, Thai hardly moves. Not from the bat area that he wanted it to go. Akhilesh will clean it up. A couple of runs meanwhile.
I love those zing bails, whether we're in the fading afternoon light or the floodlights. They just add something special. Love the way our sport innovates. It innovates like no other. Really does. It continues to evolve, and I wish we weren't so critical of it sometimes. We seem to be its own biggest critics. I love the way the game continues to develop, and innovations like the zing bails and many more in T20 cricket have been great for this sport. 19 bowled, 173 for 6.
It was Khausan Mukhtar once again who laid the base after an early exit of Noman. Ian Dev getting a quick fire 27, which is a treat to watch. Soeb Thai is starting with a boundary but going to the pavilion thereafter. New Jersey Titans have managed 173 for 6, and this is going to be the final over. That's a good ploy from Gayan. Keep it away from the arc and also take the pace off. Let Mohsin lose his shape.
You just feel a little sorry for Raymond Dyer. He hasn't been able to get much of the strike. Only 7 balls and hasn't shown much. This was the previous over. 2 wickets in the over. The first was a stunning catch and the second a bail trimmer. Back live now. Really like to see youth shining. It's so important. Now what can Raymond Dyer do? He's got 4 balls to work with. Come on. See, can he get a couple over the ropes?
Now, Gayan Fernando is also somebody who is far from his best in USPL Season 2. There is yet a performance from him to come that he can call his own and point a finger to and say, this is the reason I'm in the side. He's picked up a wicket today, all right. Can he close it out well as well? Tried too hard. It will be a no ball. Rahman's also scampered through for a single. The height. Too much, says the umpire. Rahman did not come down the track either. It was easier to gauge.
I just wonder, was this a front foot no ball? Because it was called so early, and it's a massive one. I think it would have been a no ball anyway because of over waist height. Either way, you can't have a double free hit. It's a single free hit. Here it comes.
Mohsin would like another free hit at this stage. But well done, Gayan. This is a good comeback.
Yeah, completely misjudged that one. He was obviously striving for the Yorker length over pitch. It ended up being a beamer, but gets away with the free hit. Bowled him. Little inside edge. Nails the Yorker this time. Missed it with the front foot no ball. It was well off the mark. This time it's right on the money.
Perfect. And it's the 3rd time in this little innings of Mohsin that the ball has hit the toe end of the bat. And this one brings the end of the innings as well for him. Mohsin goes for 4, 176 for 7. the captain of New Jersey Titans, Harmeet Singh, comes out to bat. He might as well have sent himself ahead of Mohsin, but he did not do that. That's because he backs his players. Oh, this will be a single. There was supposed to be a challenge with the throw coming in for that single. Not to be. Harmeet starts to take one ball left and Rahman will face it.
Here's the wicket. Much more like it, right into the block. I might have been feeling like it was going to be a full toss or a low full toss, but it just dips on him. Nails those zing bails off for another wicket. A good little fight back this. Credit to the Chicago Patriots.
Very well adjusted by Ghayan once again. That was the last ball of the innings. A single added to New Jersey Titans, who finished with 178 on the board. Was a poor start after an early wicket, but Mukhtar and Ghaus provided the platform they required to continue to go for big shots. And then one good innings from Ian Dave, 27 of 14. That laid the base for a good finish.
Yeah, the last 5 overs have only gone for 37 runs, which in the context of the game and the start that Ghaus and Mukhtar provided at 1.98 for 1 just after the 10th over. Credit to the Patriots. They've shown a bit of grit, a bit of fight. Managed to restrict them not only to under 200 but under 180. Star of the show is the tournament's leading run scorer. He's on a different planet right now, and good contributions too from Mukhtar and Ian Dev with double figures.
House and Norman were able to add 19, out of which Norman could contribute only 1. He was struggling with 1 of 8. And House and Mukhtar were the ones who provided the base for a good partnership with 79 of 44. And in the end, 24 of 19 between Ian Dev and his partner. 178 for 7. Shadley, Ghayan, Sheikh, a lot of bowling options and a couple of wickets for Ghayan. And a couple of wickets as well for Rushi Lagarkar, the youngster, in the same over. So 179 required for the Chicago Patriots. Can they finish with a bang?
Match 20 of the United States Premier League is here. It's been a very competitive first 20 overs, controlled by the New Jersey Titans, who got up to a very competitive 178, thanks to mainly Andres House, who got 86. Just 41 deliveries. And he was the star of the show as Andrew Leonard joins me. What impressed you about him, Andrew?
Well, he's simply batting on another chasm, another planet right now. Different level entirely. He's looked so good. He made 86 off 41 deliveries. And he has made another statement, not just for this year's USPL 2023, but that we may well see him in the Stars and Stripes of the United States of America. The next year's T20 World Cup, all going well if he can complete that qualification. Strong off the front foot and the back foot, like that maximum there into the leg side. Good contributions too from Mukhtar, who made 38 before he was dismissed by a very good catch from Ali Sheikh. Ghaus kept going then after that. Real power down the ground. There was a rich irony, wasn't there, that the ball he was dismissed from actually was a pretty friendly little full toss from Shehan Jayasuriya. Only wicket that he picked up. And after the big hitting South African-born opener was dismissed, it was just a little flurry from Ian Dev Singh before that stunner of a catch from Agarkar. He followed that up with a really nice, good length delivery, and it meant the New Jersey Titans ended with 178 for 7.
Yeah, a lot to take from that innings. The Patriots, though, will be optimistic. They restricted the Titans to just 37 in that last 5-over block. So they'll need 179. Will need to come up quite hard and aggressively. They need to get that and finish with a win in this year's USPL. They cannot qualify for the semis. Harmeet Singh will lead his troops and want to be playing good cricket because we'll have a semi-final tomorrow, and of course that's knockout cricket. You want to have your best performances then, so important that they finish well.
Yeah, the other factor, and as to why they'll want to get into good habits this afternoon, if they win this game, they'll be confident defending that 178. They'll play the morning game of the semi-finals. That'll be 10 a.m. tomorrow against the side that finishes 4th, which is obviously looking likely to be the New York Cowboys. But were Phillies United or the California Golden Eagles to go down to a particularly heavy defeat in match 21 this evening under the floodlights, it could be one of those two as well. We know our 4 semi-finalists. We just don't know the order just yet. The Titans have to win, though, to secure first spots, and that will be their goal with an excellent bowling attack. The likes of Zia-ul-Haq, who I would say will almost certainly take the new ball. He'll be joined by the captain Harmeet Singh with his left arm spin. Wonder will we see any leg breaks from Aaron Jones today? We'll certainly see the leg spin of Mohammad Mohsin. He's been excellent. Plenty of googlies you'd expect from him too. And Sarah Netravalkar, the former American captain, will surely open things up. But for these two opening batters, Nitish Kumar and Shehan Jayasuriya, nothing to lose and a good chance in front of what has been a phenomenal broadcast production, I have to say. Credit to everyone involved in the crew and all of the organisers of the US Premier League for putting this on in the way in which they've done it. It's a chance to light it up in front of a global TV audience all around the world. Can Nitish Kumar make another statement in terms of his potential T20 World Cup participation next year? And what about Shehan Jayasuriya? We know he's got that international pedigree. The Sri Lankan, he's a big hitter. And there's very little for him to lose. I'd imagine that he'll go at it right from the off, Nikhil.
Jayasuriya, new opener for the Patriots. Nitish Kumar had a good start to the tournament, but then last couple of games he's been dismissed on the first ball. Will have to face some swing bowling early. Netravalkar and Zia-ul-Haq, two left-arm seamers. Ul-Haq bowling from this media center end. Had a good tournament. 5 wickets in the 5 matches. Good economy. Should away some away movement from the left-hander.
Jayasuriya has a perplexed look back at the umpire. He wanted a wide for this. Probably marginal, but he did play a shot, which often the umpire will take into consideration. That's the guideline. You see the blue line there. For me, I think Zia-ul-Haq's got away with one there.
Yeah, no Mark Dale today. Obviously no Angelo Pereira either. I thought maybe would have been some consideration for Ryan Kanpathan, former Canadian international opener, who's missed out the last couple of games, but instead they've promoted Jayasuriya up the order.
He is listed as the only impact player for the Patriots, so we may see him, but it won't be opening the batting, obviously. So let's see if we can maybe do some premonitions about this impact player, Nikhil.
Who's down on the bench? It is Ryan Kampathan. Padded up. Okay, we can't get a look at it yet. We'll have a look in the moment. Certainly has a massive power hitting pedigree, just hasn't shown it yet this year. The Patriots, they fell victim to a few of the shortened games as well. No sign of Pathan there.
Jayasuriya off the mark and did get that half century the other night. That was really impressive against the Carolina Eagles.
Here's Bert Cockley, the head coach of the Chicago Patriots. Great to see him back involved with not just some of the best cricketers in the country, but also bringing through the young cricketers, particularly in the Texas region. I believe he's heading out to the T10 too with a coaching role. Congratulations to him, former first-class player from Australia.
Pitched outside. You can see that the Titans are very upbeat in the field. Nilesh Kumar, after such a promising start, he's fallen away in this tournament. A couple of times trying to go down the ground, couldn't get over mid-on. Be important for him. What will be the Patriots' final game in this tournament for him to get a score? Won't be easy though. That wind is assisting Zia Haq. It just held its line. It was an opportunity, a tough one. First boundary, 5 for none. Yeah, quite a strong team. They've had to deal with some absences that have been integral. You think about Angelo Pereira, who started as captain. Mark Dayal was in and out of the team with injury. Carmel LaRue not playing today because he sustained an injury to that left hand.
Just wonder, was this maybe a, I don't want to say a half chance, a quarter chance, a 10th chance for Aaron Jones? It would have been a worldy cover. Dove quickly to his left, but he just couldn't get anything on it. He's very athletic, Aaron Jones. And across like a goalkeeper to his left-hand side, but just couldn't cling on. Going to be Saurav Netravalkar to open the bowling from the far end of the ground. Yeah, you do feel a bit sorry for the Patriots. They had a very good-looking squad on paper, well coached obviously by Bert Cockley too. Just hasn't been their tournament this year. They'll be back.
Yeah, time for Saurav Netravalkar. Taking the most wickets in the tournament. And straight away is in the wickets again. Just on this slow surface, took a while to get to Jayasuriya. He's disgusted.
Well, I think Saurav Netravalkar needs to do a little bit of work in his celebrations. Not too sure about that one. He just kind of looked at Shehan Jayasuriya and he said, "Is that all you've got? That wasn't much of a shot. I expected more from you." Just trying to run it down to third man. Under edge, chopped on. And Jayasuriya's gone for one. Sums up his tournament a little bit. It's 5 for 1.
Aditya Ganesan. To the middle at number 3. This is where Jayasuriya usually batted. It's just the 12 runs this season. So only faced 12 deliveries as well. Now Travalkar with immediate success has a slip in place to the new batter.
Well, he's top of the charts in a comfortable margin, too clear of anyone else. He's got 9 wickets now, Net Travalkar. He's so cannily effective, isn't he? Going to go attacking. Slip will come into place. That will be Andres Gauss. What can Nitish Kumar do? Did see that 150 from him earlier in the tournament. It was an innings full of class, full of quality. Lovely shot, this one, with the clock tower. Quite iconic in the background there. Great ground, this, in Fort Lauderdale. Excuse me, in Lauderhill. Not far from Fort Lauderdale. Cut. They're punched off the back foot. Going to be 4. It's a back foot drive of the highest quality. Nitish Kumar gets a boundary.
Really is a touch player, Nitish Kumar. The last 2 innings dismissed in his very first delivery, so this will be a massive positive for him to get going. Travalkar has been surprisingly a touch short in these first 3 deliveries.
And I just wonder if he can get in. Can he cash in a big way, Nitish Kumar? Net Travalkar's been exceptional with everything but this. This isn't how you celebrate, Saurav. Come on. Not even a smile. He just says, come on, Shehan. You're better than that, mate.
Yeah, he's been in the wickets in a massive way this season at Travalkar. 2 wickets in every game coming into today. And in his first 5 deliveries, he's already got 1. I'm just hearing him speak after the games. He doesn't even think he's at his best yet. I've seen in other tournaments, he's got the ability to get a really big 5-wicket haul. Picked up 6 for 9 earlier this year in a T20 game. Quick single stolen. 13 for 1.
Well, I love to see this. There is sort of what you'd describe as a junior oval, a secondary oval here across. It's in essence an artificial wicket that then has the 2 football fields as the outfield. It looks like a Colts game, an underage game is all set to go here. Great to see. Not sure is it a little 20 over clash, but we'll keep half an eye on that too, as the Titans are really firming their grip on the first place finish in the group stages.
It starts with a wide. Yeah, also the first place, as you mentioned earlier, Andrew, it guarantees a few things. One, you have played the fourth place team, which I think you could say the Cowboys may be the weaker of the four teams, but they will have a point to prove, and of course T20 cricket, anything goes. However, you play at 10 a.m. You do get some more additional rest in what has been a hectic tournament. First semi-final at 10, the second at 4 p.m. local time. Two is the call straight away. A lot of acreage for backward square to cover. Then the next morning, the finals at 10, so you want that added rest. Of course, you have to win that semi-final before anything, but still.
I was talking to quite a few of the Titans players about that, about their hopes for this. Just after the toss, Harmeet Singh, Aaron Jones. Running through the permutations with them. They're desperate to win. The reason why they feel it will be an easier semi-final, firstly.
Uppish but stylish. All the way for 6.
Yeah, pounces on the width really nicely, doesn't he? Nitish Kumar banged into the wicket. Get away with this if it's coming in towards the shoulder of the batter, but look at the width. Lovely stroke right out of the middle and soars all the way for a maximum. They wanted it for two reasons. Firstly, to finish top of the pile, play against what in theory will be the weaker opposition, the fourth ranked side, but also they wanted to play fully in the daytime because that's when the final will be played. So they'll replicate those conditions with the 10 a.m. semi-final as opposed to the 4 p.m. semi-final, which will be the second of the two, which will very much be split. The whole first innings will be played in this similar conditions to this, sort of fading shadows and lengthening sunsets, and the second innings will be played under the floodlights.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Even better. First a 6 through the offside, now through the leg side.
Yeah, you just sensed, didn't you, if Nitish Kumar could get in after those two low scores in his last two innings, he's going to cash in. That's a great hook shot. I'm not sure why he's gone to that length again, Zia Hack. Just a swivel right up towards his shoulder. Although the line was better than the previous ball, this time it was too much leg side. Too much variation from Zia Hack. Back-to-back maximums and a long, long chase. And the player who's had to go all the way. He's had to go outside of the facility, poor old Sarav Netravalkar, but he's got the knowledge. Don't walk with those spikes on the covers. The groundsman will be thankful to him for that. A few heavy breaths for him, having had to run 70, 80 yards to go fetch that.
I don't know if the thought was having that backward square fielder and trying to get him to hit into the slightly bigger side and almost hold out, but no one has got success on a shorter length today. Everyone has been dispatched. You have to rejig those plans. Since has gone 2 slower balls, much better.
And the two cutters he's bowled, the two little off cutters. See Kumar just impersonating the deliveries at the pace taken off. They're the perfect line. If they were wide outside the off stump, he could have cut them away, but because they're in, cramping him for room, he's not even able to get it out to deep backward square for a single. Back-to-back dots. Intriguing over this one. Good battle this.
Just over. But it wasn't convincing by any means. That ball is just holding up in the surface, it seems. Big over. 19 from it, 32 for 1.
Well, lovely scenes, and they're walking out to play on the ground next to us. Wonder who's won the toss there. Looks like the side in purple are going to have a bat. And we'll keep half an eye on that throughout the afternoon. I think it's going to be interesting to see if they play under floodlights over there, isn't it, Nikhil? I know we saw football on those two pitches last night under floodlights, but it's just after 4 p.m. local time. I think it's starting too late to get a full game played, unless it was maybe a 10-over clash in daylight. So maybe it'll be a bit of Sunday night floodlit cult cricket action. Going to see spin for the first time, and it will be the impact player, Sohaib Tai, who will come into the attack from the far end.
In that last over, it was noticeable. He went pace off 3 times to end the over, and it just held up in the surface all 3 times. Yes, it went for 4, but Harmeet Singh at mid-off was in with a real shout to catch that. The blueprint for seamers going forward on this surface into the night. And there's been a slight dew factor the last couple of days, which I think has improved the surface, the pace of the surface, and has allowed the ball to come on a bit better in the night time. It'll be interesting to see what the captain who wins the toss does. Well fielded, really well fielded, because he stopped a certain boundary. Raymond Dar.
And I know we've given them a huge amount of praise throughout this tournament, but the ground staff and the curated team deserve so much praise. This was a wicket yesterday that we had to come off at one point because of some dangerous bounce, but it's flattened out beautifully. Work to do for most, and he does just enough. Keeps it to a couple. And it'll be interesting to see if they stick with this pitch. I think they probably will for the 2 semi-finals. And then they might move back 2 to the left as you look there now to the original pitch that we were using for the start of the group phases for the all-important final on Tuesday. Nicely done by Mohammed Mohsin.
With Nitish Kumar starting like this, I don't think it'll be long before Harmeet Singh comes into the attack. Worked so well yesterday in that 4-wicket haul, especially on this surface. He could wreak havoc. Mohammed Mohsin as well. He's just been nurdling it to that short 3rd position, Ganesan. This is now the 3rd time he's done it in the innings. But smart, because he gets Kumar back on strike.
Yeah, just the 2 fielders allowed outside the circle at this stage. It's a big ring field on the off. And the men in the deep are out there on the leg, including that one there at long on. End of the 4th, 6 runs come from that over, 38 for 1. So that is the schedule of events, the key games of what is to come. 20th of November, tomorrow morning, it'll be 1st versus 4th. That, if the Titans could close out a victory here, will be them against the 4th ranked opposition. Could be any one of 3 teams actually they'll play against. And then 2nd versus 3rd at 4 p.m. in what will really be sort of a day-night floodlit T20 game. Netravalkar has a switch of ends, and he will come in now from the pavilion end for his 2nd. The former American skipper having such a great year, isn't he? And the top wicket taker in the tournament with 9. He'll be looking for more, hungry for more, always is.
The key thing here is he's hit it straight enough. Harmeet Singh was wide at that mid-off position. It's good placement. It's been good precision in this innings from Nitish Kumar. It's raced to 30.
The noise off the bat, though, will indicate that it was the toe, and you can see it there in the replay. If he had gone a bit square, he was in big trouble. Harmeet Singh would have gobbled it up, but gets away with it because he goes to hit straight. And it goes over the left shoulder of the Titan skipper, who keeps it to a couple. A great cricketer to watch, Nitish Kumar. Those who know the associate game well will tell you, well, he's one of the very best from all of the associate countries.
I think that brushed the stump, but the bails never fell off. Seen this twice already when the bowler was that time hitting the stumps. Now it's come off the hand of Netravalkar.
Well, he's got a broad smile when he doesn't get the wicket. He could have had a run out here, couldn't he? I think Ganesan would have been caught short at the non-striker's end had the stumps been hit. Did it just kiss them? Not quite. He just runs by them. Nearly, but not quite. Would have been just out because his bat was in the air. Netravalkar, in fairness to him, I think he's attempted to deflect that onto the stumps. Don't think he's tried just to stop it. He's tried to work it, flick it on to effect a run out. Good thinking from Sarov.
I won't get to the boundary. Oh wait, it's come off the leg of Ziaul Haq. Thought he had it under control, but not quite. First boundary for Ganesan.
Well, he's gone to ground too early here. There was no pressure on him to do so. It often accelerates over those advertising mats. And as a consequence, he's misjudged it completely. Runs away for 4. A little bit sloppy here from the Titans. They need to tighten up. They need to get some wickets.
Good Yorker. And when he went short and early in the over, he really made it difficult for Nitish Kumar to score. I think the surface continues to get slower and slower. Remember, he had 3 games on it yesterday. Netravalkar at the top of the wicket-taking ladder. Labon has been really impressive. Look at the difference in economy. The only bowler on that list to go under 6 and over.
Inside Ed, I'm not sure this is carried. And Gauss, very good spirit of cricket on play, doesn't even appeal. He knows it hasn't carried. Netravalkar was convinced, in fairness, he'll have been blindsided. And you can just see there, just a puff of the grass that it flicked before it went into the gloves. It's the second time he's celebrated or smiled for a wicket that he hasn't got. And the one time he did get one, it was almost a grimace on his face. Bowls him. Make that 10 for the tournament's leading wicket taker. And as Netravalkar has his man again. And for some reason, when he gets the wickets, the smile goes away. He turns awfully serious. Brilliant from Netravalkar. He's been outstanding. He really has. Ganesan was just looking to run it down to deep third for a single. It's a little inside edge, straight on to off stump. I think it's just the one bail that's come off. We'll see here. And the bail has come off. And that's going to be that for Ganesan today. He's gone for 10. It's 45 for 2. Well, Netravalkar's had a brilliant tournament and he continues to impress. What can young Joshua Trump do? The teenager's had a good series too, hasn't he? Look at those numbers for someone who's just 18 years of age. 102 runs. The strike rate's the key. Up towards 150. Often you'll get young talents playing in these full men's tournaments struggle with their strike rate. They might get runs, but they won't be able to get them quickly. Joshua Trump is the opposite. He struck at 150 and he's played really nicely. Andrew Leonard here, I'm going to stay with you. And delighted to have Suhas Vedam sub in for Nikhil Uttamchandani. Suhas, Netravalkar's been brilliant this tournament.
Chopping on once again. The mode dismissal that Netravalkar has chosen to send batters back has been excellent. It's a second batter who's decided to open the face of the bat and only found the inside edge. Played on. Harmeet Singh has been absolutely magnificent every time he's come into ball. A couple of times by the time he brings himself on, the game's literally done and dusted. 6 wickets in 5 matches. Nitish Kumar. It's a fine load of the power play. Harmeet Singh has introduced him in the power play. I think it's the first time in the entire tournament he's done that. Nitish Kumar wants to make the most of it. It was a poor delivery, could have put it away.
Could have put it away, couldn't he? Wide down the leg side.
That's it. Not so well. Should be taken. And it is easily pouched. Went really, really high. The sun might have been a troublesome factor a little bit, but those shades always help. Out there for sure. And Andrew on the comm box too.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes up here as well. But this is a giveaway shot, to be honest. He's completely lost his shape. His head almost pointing down as he's making impact. And Naaman Anwar takes a simple catch. The sun may have been a factor. He's looking out towards the setting sun. Harmeet Singh pumps his fist. He knows that's the big fish for the opposition. The skipper's gone. He's been dismissed for 33. Kumar gone. It's 46 for 3.
.46 for 3 in 5.2. Jamar Hamilton. He can hammer the ball a long way. With 9 and over required, this would be perfect time to start getting into the groove. Then the field will spread as well. The good news for the New Jersey Titans is that 2 new men at the crease. And behind the wickets today, it's not Andres Kaus, it's Ian Dev Singh Chauhan. And slip in place. Ian Dev always loves company. A slip in place.
Yeah, well, thanks for spotting that. I missed that in the previous over when the one nearly carried through off Netravalkar. You're spot on. It is Ian Dev Singh. Gauss just having some time out from the gloves after his brilliant batting. That's the catch. It was a simple one. And Kumar is going to look back on that with a bit of regret.
Just a half-hearted appeal. He knows that it takes more than that to raise that finger.
A lovely bowler to watch. The way in which Harmeet Singh gets it up and down quite quickly is very deceptive. That brings about a lot of his wickets.
Excellent over. And he's got 1 more ball to go. So far indeed. He's picked up a wicket and that wide delivery. It's the only one that's a blip. Now I'll call it an over. Run on a wicket. Superb from Captain Harmeet. 6 gone. The power play ends. 46 for 3. So this is the previous game. The 156 for 8, the New York Cowboys got. Maryland Mavericks were nowhere close. The Cowboys picking up a win by 26 runs in the previous game. Time for the leg spinner. As soon as he gets more protection in the deep after the end of the first power play, Captain Harmeed's thrown it to the leg spinner, who's already woven a web and picked up 3 in the previous game. Starts off with a brilliant delivery. Didn't turn much. And warming up in the comm boxes, Andrew.
Well, one last little view of some leg spin for me. Nice of everyone to arrange this for me, wasn't it? Should get 2 more overs of leg spin to salivate over and enjoy every moment of as he tweaks away and twirls away. It'll be a big test too for Joshua Trump, because Mohsin is an outstanding operator. Will he go to the slog sweep? That's going to be the interesting thing to see. It's a favourite stroke of the youngsters.
Mohsin can write a book about when exactly to bowl the googly. Difficult to pick him. 3 wickets in 5 matches. He got all those 3 wickets in a single game. Extended a hand out. Took a lot of pace off that cricket ball. That was hit really well by Joshua, who gets his first run. Now Jamar. Mohsin still wants that slip in place, Andrew.
Yeah, and rightly so. You want to take wickets to try and advance your cause. And you'd suspect that if they can pick up 1 or 2 more here, going to be game over. The required run rate will spiral very quickly with these spinners bowling in tandem. They tend to be economical. Harmeet Singh's over went for 1. This has gone for 2. It's 10 and over required now.
Leading edge was in the air for a little bit, but no damage done. 3 of Mohsin's over. 7 gone, 49 for 3.
That's off, Josh.
New Jersey Titans 178 for 7. Thanks to Krause's 86 up top, and then Mukhtar contributed as well. A good finish from Ian Dave. Chicago Patriots are replying with 50 for 3 in 7.1. Gentle for a single, and Jamar is playing himself in. They need big hits from him very soon. Required rates touched in.
He's a great entertainer, this guy, isn't he? Jamar Hamilton, lovely to watch. I think when you think about the modern American game, where American cricket is at this year in 2023 and where it's going to go in the years to come, a World Cup to look forward to next year, a first ever Olympics event. Well, this century, I know there was one back in Paris over 100 years ago. That'll be in LA in 2028. But I think one of the things I love about American cricket is the sort of real melting pot, no different to the country itself, of the different cultures it brings together, and also the different cricketing backgrounds it brings together. Don't think American cricket has ever been in such a positive place. That first World Cup appearance next year will be preceded by an under-19 World Cup in January. And a real ability or opportunity to start to explain the story of this great sport of ours to what is the largest media market in the world, to what is one of the most populated countries in the world, over 300 million people. spread the game out there to every American we can.
And USPL Season 2 is doing exactly that. Youngsters watching, if they can pick up the bat and ball at the end of it, that'll be the biggest win. 55 for 3 and 8. $55 for 3 and 8, and that's where you train. That's where you train to eventually play in the ground. That's a good shot. The amount of power and timing that Jamar is able to impart on that cricket ball is just magnificent to watch.
He just slightly overpitched, and Jamar Hamilton read that length immediately. He's a little waggle with the bat. It's a funny technique. Everyone has their own method as a batter. It's almost like a golf club head waggle as he picks it up in his initial backswing.
Backward point. That's very well placed as far as the field placements are concerned by Harmeet Singh, who's seen Jamar Hamilton bat before.
And those two strokes of aggression has brought about a change in the field. The slip comes out. He goes to short third now.
The googly is being read. Oh, trouble at the non-striker's end, but no one there to collect it cleanly. Now that single's achievable. That was quite good drama for a single.
Everything's dramatic at the 2023 USPL. It's given us a bit of everything, and this was it in a nutshell. Yes, no, yes. Oh, back you go. Oh, no, you don't. On you come. It's a single. Not in the way you'd see it designed usually. Trump back onto strike now.
And this is why that single was so useful. Joshua's played a magnificent shot right out of the textbook.
It's hard to get across how impressive this youngster is. He's 18. He's striking at 150, more than 100 runs in the competition. And he's just pongoed Mohamed Mohsen straight down the ground. Perfect straight bat. Always a good place to hit, as there tends to be little protection there, and gets good reward for it to his total, the first boundary of his innings.
The leading edges have just not carried. It's, I think, the third time it's gone in the region, but that single's possible. It's good to know that ball watching is not something that both these batters subscribe to. But watching the ball is something they do. In creating parlance, two different. Back of the hand, he read it. And he would want to hurry as well, finish the over quickly. 9 gone, 65 for 3. $65 for 3 and 9. Harmeet Singh's delivered 2 good overs.
Yeah, he's been so impressive, isn't he, the captain? Just love his accuracy, his consistency.
Was backing away, he's bowled it so wide. Just within the area that's still called the pitch that we play on, otherwise would have been at the adjacent pitch, I thought.
You're not far from being a no ball, that one. Pitch is off the actual playing pitch, but now wide, the right decision.
Harmeet's tendency to bowl into the right-hander usually is what caused Joshua just a moment ago to step away. Well, this time we'll get the second run. Sloppy work. There was never the second run there.
Yeah, and a little bit of conjecture amongst the fielders. Harmeet Singh may be smiling for now, but they will have to tighten things up tomorrow. Back live with you now. Trump goes down the ground. You can see that sort of golf-esque follow through again. Plays a lot of golf. Very good cricketer.
Oh, yes, boy. Brilliant, Harry!
Jamar Hamilton's decided to play textbook shots to start with, Andrew.
Yeah, and just a quick opportunity for me to say a massive thanks to everyone. I'm actually departing this evening. I've got to get down to Namibia for the T20 World Cup qualifier. So to Suhas, to Mike, to Nikhil, to Meghna, to Eddie, to all of the team.
Did you just miss out Darcy?
I'm not sure who that is, but everyone else involved in the crew. Outstanding work from them. Seriously, this broadcast, I think, is taking American cricket to a new level. Sincere thanks to everyone for having me along, and I'm going to be looking forward to watching semi-finals and the final. I think the semis I'll have to watch in the air on the way to Namibia, but the final, I've got a day off before the first game on Wednesday for those T20 World Cup qualifier spots, so I'll be watching every ball of that with you. Thank you so much for having me. It's time for a drink and time for me to take my curtain call. 10 bowled, 71 for 3.
All right, so after the 10th, Chicago Patriots is 71 for the loss of 3 wickets. They need 181 and 60 balls. Then we have a game, call it match, call it family. Call everybody in the Caribbean, India, West Indian, English. Call them live and direct out here at the World. Yeah, pleasure, mate. It's the USPL and the challenge. Cricket from the cricket. Under the field, the groundsmen, the umpires, all the officials, yo.
Decent partnership being built here, the Central Broward County Stadium. It's a beautiful day. It is a gorgeous day. Such a picturesque stadium. 71 for 3, the Patriots stand, and they need to get a move on quickly. Was a good quick start by Nitish Kumar, specifically. Jayasuriya went early, compliment Saurabh Netravalkar, but this man played some stylish strokes, Mike Hazeman.
He certainly did. A couple of lusty blows until a catch was taken. And Jamar Hamilton is someone who likes to give the ball a nudge, we know that. Trump is out there as well. So 71 for 3 at the moment. They've got to do a bit of work. Got to go at almost 11 to the 0 from here. So it's 108 runs required from 60 balls. That's what's required. Carney is into the attack now. And Joshua Trump is on 14. He's a real talent. We've seen a couple of strong shots down the ground from him. He is capable enough of really going deep in this innings, and Jamar Hamilton is one of those guys who plays shots. 10 off 13, so the partnership right now is 25 off 29, so they're away a little bit.
Yeah, and Trump and Hamilton, these two in the middle, put on a really good partnership first game of the tournament against the Golden Eagles. 94 from 57 it was. Hamilton was the main destroyer. He got a 50, Trump got 39. So we're looking to repeat similar. It's a different surface, different situation. They're under some pressure here.
Well, that didn't bounce too much, but in the end it was right out of the middle of that bat from Hamilton.
This is what Kakani did yesterday when he picked up 3 wickets. Really bowled a full ball. So everything was paced off into the pitch, almost like Dwayne Bravo, just pure variations. Doesn't get to the boundary. Really tried Hamilton to get that into that onside for 6, the way he set up. Just seems like this ball, when it gets soft, is becoming really difficult to score.
Hamilton on 13 now. He's a proficient hitter of the ball. Another thing about Jamar Hamilton is he comes from a place which has the best, listen to me carefully here, the best beaches on the entire planet. Anguilla.
Anguilla, Mike, is a US Virgin Island, so he can technically play for the USA, but of course has played that international test for the West Indies and won international 2 years ago, so had a really good domestic season back in the Caribbean last week. 450s in that tournament. You'll be looking to get back in the team. Just one to end the over. No boundaries conceded. 78 for 3. You're asking right now is 11s, and it's been difficult going against Mohsin and Harmeet Singh these last couple of games. Mohsin was the player of the match yesterday with his 3 wickets. Not in the wickets today, but it's been similarly difficult. Again, protection. I found it quite interesting in that post-match presentation when he spoke about the different speeds he bowls and how he goes about assessing the right speed to bowl on the surface. He actually finds that when it's a bit slower, even holding up, like how it has been here, he goes faster. Whereas other spinners may actually bowl slower to try and impart more spin on the ball.
Hamilton is looking to step on the gas as best he possibly can. He's the strong man out there, and he knows they've got to get a couple of boundaries and over, I would imagine, from here, because they've got some work to be done because of the work from House earlier with that 86 off 41 balls. A strike rate of 209 with those 6 4s and 7 6s. That really put them on the back foot. That's why they ended up getting that total of 178 for 7. Umpires are just going to give that a quick little shave, and let's hope we just get on with it. Just a quick little trim with a scissor. They always carry some scissors. Not the first time we've seen this happen in this tournament so far with these white balls. But that seems to be solved under the watchful eye of his partner. Mohsin won't mind. Any irregularity on the ball will be okay. Might just keep a little bit low with a bit of luck.
Has got it away in the gap, and finally a boundary, first in 16 deliveries.
Yeah, they needed that. Nicely played by Tromp. A little bit rushed, I think, Mohsin on that occasion. Got the ball straight away. Started moving in and delivered a ball which is a little bit of a short delivery. Outside the line of the off stump, was put away comfortably back with a square. Nice rocking, nice transferring of that weight onto the back foot away from Harmeet Singh. So now he's decided to join the party as well. Hit that one where a man wasn't. So a couple of boundaries in 2 balls off Mohsin.
Yeah, back-to-back boundaries, very important. No one has really put Mohamed Mohsin under any pressure in this tournament. Just will be forced to change the plan now. Looked like the leg break, but it was so full it didn't matter. Well positioned by Trump. Deep cover was in question for a second, but just too quick, too good. 3 fours in the over now.
That's really good work from these guys. 3 fours in a row. Tromp has played really nice here. Suddenly there's 14 runs off this over. Good, solid stuff. Doesn't try and hit it too hard. That's the important thing about that. Really good timing. Again, in a vacant area, going over the top of that inner circle.
The areas in which he scores in really unorthodox. Thought that was going extra cover region. Almost was a 4th. Hamilton is quick. Think he gets there safely. End of the over, 93 for 3. Just 8 overs left. 48 deliveries. Now, just a few fields away. Look at that stroke. We need to get him in the USPL, Mike. Harish Kakani. He's taken out Jamar Hamilton in the process. He's back on his feet though, but that's going to hurt.
I thought they were getting on pretty well, actually. I did hear they had a bit of scrap in the change room earlier, but I thought they made up, but clearly not. Trump wants to take him out right on the bicep. Tongue-in-cheek, of course. Leg cutter, slower delivery. Jamar tries to attempt the limbo, doesn't make it.
Well executed Yorker. This has been really good variation from Kakani. Yesterday he's shown us, I think, the multifaceted abilities he possesses. He bowled a couple in the power play with the new ball yesterday. Now outside of it, in the middle overs, he's going to these variations well. We've seen the off cutter. Previous delivery was the leg cutter, then that full and wide Yorker.
It's quite interesting too, the way that he runs up. Trump's on strike now. Off cutters, leg cutters. Keeping these pretty tight at the moment in this over. Just a couple of runs from it.
Feels he missed out there, Trump. Just the way, and we were looking at it, I think even watching him yesterday, the way he strikes the ball, seeing the cover drives, he's able to score in really unpredictable, unorthodox areas. He looks a real talent though. Both him and his brother, you would have seen Matthew Trump, who didn't bowl today in the Pakistan Junior League, but he and his variations seems to be a point of difference from the other seamers you have in the region in the United States. Up and over. Brilliant from Hamilton. Much needed.
Yeah, that's a fine shot. Really well played. Just before that shot, they brought up the 50 stand of 45 deliveries. 56 now of 46. Really well played. Not easy to play that shot square like that. A little bit of width, obviously. And Hamilton getting underneath it, importantly.
One or two for 3. 1 or 2 for 3. They require 77 from the next 7. Exactly 11 and over. You think maybe 2 boundaries and over, and Hamilton and Trump are more than capable.
I was wondering why we hadn't seen the drone for a while. He's just disappeared from this game and he's gone and joined the other one with the kids. Having a nice zoom in down the line. Wonder if he's going to get quite low so that we can check out the action, the bowling action. Picked up nicely.
And all the way for 6. He's been really strong in that leg side today, Joshua Trump, and throughout the tournament.
Big stand there, 62 now. First ball the over as well. Disappearing. They've got to go at a shade over 10. 6 off the first ball. Makes a big difference.
And 30 runs now from the last 13 deliveries, and it's why Harmeet Singh went back to Nat Travalkar. Really surprised we haven't seen the captain himself for his 4th. No point waiting around. They need to break this partnership. It's becoming dangerous. Pace off. He's really found his timing though. Can just hear the sound off the bat into the 40s now.
Just to remind you that if the Titans get up here, they will finish on top as we head into the semis. So they will play against the 4th place team, which is bound to be a bonus. At this stage, just lining up to be the Cowboys. See how that pans out though.
Need to reball that one. And for the Patriots, they'll be very cognizant of the fact that they have had some big collapses. You think back to that Eagles game where they were cruising. Lost 6 wickets for just 32 runs, ended up losing the game. They've lost the most wickets at the back end of all teams, the Patriots. So Hamilton and Trump, it's integral that this partnership continues. They've taken it deep. They've both got set. Wow. That is mammoth.
I mean, I just love this pickup. He picks up his bat and he just waves it quickly. And this bat speed in the end for Hamilton was quite extraordinary. Have a look at this bat flap as he picks it up initially. And then as it explodes, it goes down for 6. Just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Look at this. There it is. The waggle and then bang. Quick bat speed. That's powerful. Strong wrists. They've got this down now to 63 from 39 balls with 7 wickets in hand. If you just walked into this ground now, you think they're going to walk home.
Again, just the whippage. He's been in really good touch. Not only this year, this month. Hamilton mentioned the 450s in the Caribbean. Now he's come into this tournament with a 50 and 30. It really is an unfortunate situation for them because of those 3 rained out games and the one collapse against the Carolina Eagles. It's made it so tough for them to qualify. But you look at this team on paper, really should have achieved more.
Absolutely, they should have. Andrew Pereira, the captain, initially didn't fire, which I think frustrated himself as well as the team.
And this will be an easy 2.
Because Angelo Pereira is a very good player. Look at that points table. The Cowboys at the moment are settled in at the number 4 spot. And the Titans on 7 now. 2 points takes them to 9 and also clear. Net run rate is very positive for them, but the points is going to be the difference. And there's 3 teams currently on 6, but a couple of them are going to play, and that's next. The Phillies United and the California Golden Eagles.
Really well bowled, the Yorker. to end the over, but it's exactly what's required, and even some more. 19 from the over, 1-1 for 3. I look at what's to come, the road to the final, the grand finale on Tuesday. First playing 4. Fourth is the Cowboys. We know that for certain. 1, 2, and 3 will be decided by this result, but also by tonight's fixture.
I think it's important to let everyone know the times. That first semi-final, just to remind everyone, is at 10 a.m. local time. Second one is at 4 o'clock local time, and the final is at 10 a.m. on the 21st local time. That's Tuesday, 10 a.m. the big final.
Last 5 overs they've got, last 4 overs they've got 50 runs and haven't lost a wicket, so there's no surprises in this decision by Harmeet Singh. Time for a bit of spin, time for a bit of the captain. Both 3 overs, really tight overs. It's just gone at 4 runs and over. Boom! Sailing into the sky. What a shot, what a performance this has been.
And again, the first ball of the over. Takes so much pressure off when you do that in the first ball of the over. Hamilton with the waggle and the smash. There we go, the waggle and bang. Down the ground for 6 runs. So the next one is a miss hit. So they've got 7 off 2 now after that terrific shot first up. Only need 9 and over, so they've done most of the work in the first 2 balls. Take a bit of a bonus over if they continue to play well. Both of them. Trump's got to go as well. They're playing well enough, both these guys, to both on 40 now and the same number of balls.
That is incredible. So impressive. We've seen this shot a couple of times from him in the tournament. What a talent.
Yeah, that is remarkable. 18 years of age. I think we saw the one earlier that went for 6, and that one just a couple of bounces that went for 4. Really fine shot. Something that he's probably been practicing in the backyard for about the last, certainly 8 years, I was going to say, with his brother.
Such a smart shot as well, because there's 3 fielders square on the offside, all inside the circle. That cover fielder was at extra cover. Just manipulation at its finest. This partnership has got the Patriots well on their way to chasing this down.
Trumps, of course, have grown up, both of them, knowing T20 cricket as the most dominant game. 50 over game in the shadows, and Test cricket not been played that often in all the countries.
Grew up in South Africa too, where only a few cricketers have come from. End of 15, 1-3-4 for 3.
15 overs gone. 134 for 3. Excellent action that. Mikey, what do you make of this person loading for USPL Season 7?
Well, that reminds me of my younger days, but I was sensible enough to be a batsman rather than a bowler. Training by myself with a mate of mine. He used to bowl all the time. 6 o'clock in the morning, used to meet my mate down at my local club. Used to wake up the neighbours, the cricket ball smacking against the side of their roof.
Starts with a wide there, Kakani. It looks like that boy needs a mate then. He needs a friend. He's bowling to a cone. going and picking up all by himself. I think he's bowled an entire over this way. Oh, he has no clue that there are so many people watching him train in the nets.
It's actually wonderful to see. I mean, this is something that so many kids who love the game of cricket do around the world, just to themselves all the time. There's another one.
The actions are perfect. Cricket in USA is in good hands. Starts off with a couple of wides, back-to-back Kakani.
Oh, Jamar Hamilton is telling the umpire it was a wide. The news for Jamar Hamilton is that perhaps it wasn't a wide, and he shouldn't be saying that to the umpire either, because he went across. That action's tidy, but Jamar Hamilton went across and chased that ball, so he was well over. So I would have said no, that wasn't a wide myself.
Oh, a bit of luck. And it'll also disappear for 4. Jamar Hamilton is exercising all the luck that he has in this innings. 45 of 30.
At 94 is the stand now, 63 balls. Jams that down, and it screamed away towards that California Golden Eagle on the signboard behind him.
Good balls being converted into balls that will give you force. 94 of 63 this partnership. Both the batters, Joshua Jamar, 45 apiece. And striking is as clean as this. That's a good stop. So good that it's only a single.
Yeah, good work from Anwar. Had to cover some ground pretty smartly. What have they got off this over so far? Not that many really compared to the rest of them. 7 at this stage. Mind you, only a couple of balls in because of the first 2 wide, so there's plenty of time to match the rest of them and keep going. 38 required from 28.
He just knew what Kakani was going to bowl. Wasn't predetermined. Just understanding of the bowler.
Toe into the bat. Had to move across as well. Couldn't quite get hold of it.
37-27. Chicago Patriots are getting it done by taking it to the easy territory. Wicket is crucial here for the NJ to come back into the game. The Titans need the wicket, break the partnership. What happens when you get that boundary early on is that singles become more available suddenly. You don't need to take the additional bit of risk, especially if it's 36 required or 26. They need to time one of the overs. They need to pick and choose which over it's going to be and time the aggression brilliantly so that they can get it done easily. And then the sunset never disappoints. The sunset never disappoints. Just breathe in and breathe out. Cheekiness at its best. Improvisation at its best. Joshua reaches his half century and is exploring new areas to score runs.
Also brings up the 100 partnership. What a performance from these two guys. 67 balls only. Absolutely magnificent. 50 for Trump. 31 deliveries, 5 4s and 2 6s. Strike rate of 168. Joshua Trump has been unbelievable here. Class act. Superb knock.
Never let the pressure get to him. Joshua Trump. He's played with a stamp of authority as well. Some of the shots that he's played. Straight to the bowler. 15 of the over, a big one. 16 overs gone, 149 for 3. 103 of 68 deliveries. Joshua Jamar to the rescue once again. They've done it before for the Patriots. Can they do it again?
Further problems for Harmeet Singh. He's just been told they're 4 minutes down, so he looks like he might be losing a fielder, certainly for the last over outside the circle. Instead of 5 outside, it will be probably only 4, I'd imagine.
Kakani was taken to the cleaners. This was a shot with which the youngster got his half century. Some of the shots have been so crisply struck, using the pace against Kakani. Much like a judo move.
I like the stuff from Trump, the improvisation.
Ul Haq has missed his mark there. Lucky that Jamar did not send it a long, long way.
Here come the California Golden Eagles, starting to loosen up a little bit.
And they'll be up against Phillies United. That'll be a good game.
Well, we need to find out.
Full toss, but will land safely.
We need to find out one important bit of information. Rakeem Cornwall. I haven't seen him. Is he going to be playing? He was struggling with his knee yesterday. I think he probably has to play, even if he is on one leg. He certainly doesn't do a great deal of running. If he opens the batting, that's not going to make too much difference. He should be able to bowl a bit. If he can't, that's okay, I guess.
Missed out on an opportunity there, Jamar, to send it for 4. I think Rakeem Cornwall, the bowler as well, has been very impressive.
Yeah, but if they can only have him as a batsman, that's good enough. If they miss his bowling, I think that would be a problem. But someone else is going to have to cover that base. I'm not sure that anyone can cover the base from Rakeem's. There he is. The skipper has arrived. I would play him as a batsman alone if he can't bowl.
This is Trump and sublime. Oh, wow, what a catch. I thought it was going the distance. It's Rahman once again. You put him in the 30-yard circle. You put him at the edge of the boundary rope. He'll come out with a cape and take catches of this kind. There's one man who believed it can still be a catch, and he's the one who took it.
It's the end of a magnificent innings. It's the end of an outstanding partnership. 106. And Joshua Trump knew he was in a bit of trouble at that stage. You'd see him watching intently. Brilliant grab. Absolutely brilliant, that grab. Magnificent work. One of the few, I think, that could have taken that. Rahman, outstanding. Fine knock from Joshua Trump. Really did play very, very nicely. He's got them in this position where they shouldn't lose, that's for sure. 53 off 34 balls, 152 for 4.
152 for 4. And the partnership's been broken. Young Trump thought he had enough. He was sublimely timing the cricket ball, just not on that occasion. Ali Sheikh, 17 runs in 5 matches, nowhere close to what he's capable of with a bat in hand. 27 of 20, still in the bag for Chicago Patriots with Jamar Hamilton out there. Remember, Mike Haseman told you that Harmeet might miss a fielder in the deep. He might have to send just 4 fielders in the deep if the game gets to the final over. Good slower delivery. Zia-ul Haq has been very impressive at the start and during the death.
Three runs from this over and a wicket as well. That's really good work from Zia-ul Haq. So they are not favourites at the moment. Patriots are.
Interestingly, full tosses have been the runs least scored of in this over. 17 gone, 153 for 4. 53 of 34. Joshua Trump carried the burden of not so good start. Nitish played well for his 33. Quick fire indeed.
6 minutes down. We need you to pick it up here to get to the end, please.
Now it's up to Jamar Hamilton and Ali Sheikh to provide the finishing touches to this game.
That's middle.
What a sensational catch. And great ball follow too. Unbelievable. Flying into action, flying into the frame. Rahman signed a contract that he'll only be airborne if he has to complete a catch.
26 from 18. Taking their time, they're going to be in trouble, I reckon, in the last over, which could be absolutely crucial here. Going to have 4 outside the circle. That's my guess at this stage, instead of 5.
Not a clean pickup, hence not an opportunity created. Now Kakani has gone for runs here, 31 in 3 overs. He hasn't picked up a wicket today. He's been a little scratchy in the second half. First 2 overs were still all right. Now Jamar Hamilton on the cusp of a good half century, a fighting half century. Remember, the Patriots were 45 for 2 and suddenly 46 for 3. Slightly wider long on, as always, for Jamar Hamilton. And a mid-off in place to tease him to go inside out. Ready to give it a whack. Full toss. And he gives it the full blow. 50 up for Jamar Hamilton. The second Patriot today to get there with a 6.
Yeah, that's really good work from Jamar Hamilton. 35 balls, 2 4s and 4 6s. That was the 4th. Solid blow. Second ball of the over. Low full tosses. There was a time where the low full tosses were safe delivery. Not these days. Batsmen get underneath. They practice that a lot too. Get underneath and hit it high and handsome for 6. It's a great shot, really is. 18 needed from 16 balls.
I slapped it away. Mid-off can only watch. Jamar Hamilton. This is what courage, conviction and power put together can do.
That is brutal. Look out, bowler. No, it wasn't straight back at him. I thought it might have been a little bit straighter than that. That didn't take any time whatsoever to get down to long off.
Hamilton's brought down the equation to 15 of 15. Good adjustment. He's got this equation down to a situation where quiet singles like these will keep them in the game. Patriots can be mighty proud of this fight back after 46 for 3.
This is a blow for the Titans. They're going to have to wait and see what happens in the next game now to see where they finish up. They would have been full of beans before this game, going out and playing against the Patriots, who are bottom, expecting that they were going to get 2 points and play really well. But no, now they're going to have to wait and see where they are on the table.
And that's all Sheikh needs to do. Pick up a single.
If we could just dip in and have a close look at that points table as well.
Hamilton and his love affair with hitting straight 6s. Oh, what a joy to watch. 18 gone, 172 for 4.
Just a quick look at that table. So the Titans were hoping to get 2 points. They won't get that now, I'm sure. So it's going to finish on 7. So they have to wait and see what happens with this next game between Phillies and the Golden Eagles. Now the net run rate's going to come into play as well. So the Cowboys may not end up 4th. Maybe the Golden Eagles lose and the net run rate is damaged and they go down to 4.
Brilliant.
Ali Sheikh being cheeky this time. Now they're toying with the bowling. 3 required.
Where was this performance earlier? That's what the owners were saying. They were right at the bottom of the table, the Patriots.
It's up against quality bowling that this fight back has been scripted by a youngster and inexperienced.
The thing about this also is there's going to be some of these bowlers from the Titans whose confidence might take a little bit of a dent as well. Mosen, none for 33, and he's still got 3 balls left.
And this was the last ball of the previous over. Legend has it they're still searching for that ball. What a shot. The side screen takes a hit. The next team, we saw Rakeem Conwall and Phillies United arrive already. The California Golden Eagles have landed. Hamilton's hammered it once again, and with this boundary will seal the deal for Chicago Patriots. They have humbled the table toppers and they've shaken the New Jersey Titans. It's a performance that they'll remember for a long time.
There's no smiles out there from the Titans at all. They weren't expecting this at all. The Patriots have played absolutely superbly. The boys in the darker uniform played superbly. It's not a bad thing, I guess. They can regroup a little bit and come firing out for the semi-final. But now they've got to sit back and wait and see where they end up for the next game, which is going to be a beauty now. There's lots on the next game, but Hamilton, magnificent work from him. 70 of 40 balls, strike rate of 175, 4 fours and 5 sixes. That's another strong performance, his second strong performance. And also Joshua Trump with 53 off 34 balls. And they put on a stand of 106, Trump and also Hamilton. Brilliant work.
This game is underscoring the fact that it doesn't really matter where you are in the table. It's about the kind of cricket you can bring to the table on that particular day. The Patriots were phenomenal from the word go. Then the comeback made the win even sweet. What a shot. Hamilton and the straight down the ground. That can be a package in itself. And full tosses were just helping him score runs quickly. 70 of 40 and the red ink alongside his name. That'll make him feel much, much better. Just reflecting on the Patriots campaign. Change of the captain midway. Nitish Kumar was not able to score runs after he was made the skipper. Today he got runs. Shehan Jayasuriya got out cheaply. Dayal's not available for this one. Still, it's the young Joshua and the experienced Jamar who scripted this win after 46 for 3. What a run chase this is.
Yeah, so Jamar Hamilton can rest up now. Look forward to next season. He can go and put his feet up on that beautiful beach in Anguilla and bask in the fact that he played so well in the last game with 70 off 40 balls. It was just remarkable the way that he played, and also Joshua Trump. Really good work from these two guys. And Chicago Patriots getting up in an important game. If only they'd hit their straps early in the tournament. I thought they looked like a pretty good team right at the start on paper.
Jamar Hamilton breaking the ball into two. Some of the inside-out shots were absolutely brilliant. And not just power, characterized by timing too. Got lucky a little bit, but who's going to remember that scratchy boundary when there's so many lovely hits straight down the ground to save. Ziaul Haq was amongst runs. He did pick up a wicket, though Saurabh Netravalkar picked up two, but a lot of runs leaked in his 4 overs, 53. We've never seen Saurabh leak so much runs, so many of them. Soeb Thai hardly got to ball. Harmeet Singh in his 4 overs picked up a wicket, of course. Mohsin expensive, Kakani expensive. That sums up the day for NJ Titans with the ball in hand. They were good initially when they picked up 3 wickets for just 46 that the opponents were able to get, but one partnership and that sealed the deal. New Jersey Titans 178 for 7, with House top scoring with 86 runs of just 41 balls. Mukhtar 38 was again a magnificent innings in itself. Ian Dave getting back into form is one good thing for New Jersey Titans. And the Patriots, of course, in reply, 181 for 4 after losing 3 quick wickets, thanks to Jamar's 70 not out and Joshua's 53.
And just looking at that summary, one thing that the New Jersey Titans will rue is the fact that they were 98 for 1 in 10 overs. They were going at 10 runs and over and only ended up getting a total of 178.
Let's go down to Roshni and find out who the player of the match is.
Welcome to the USPL post-match presentation for match number 20 between the New Jersey Titans and the Chicago Patriots. Chicago Patriots end their USPL campaign with a win by 6 wickets. Next to me is Sanjeev Gupta, the co-owner of the New York Cowboys, who will present the Man of the Match award to Jamar Hamilton for his 70 off of 40. Jamar, some fearless cricket out there, especially with that partnership with Joshua, 106-run partnership. Talk about it.
Well, you know, the previous game, me and Josh, we didn't take it deep enough. So today it was all about batting deep for the team. And we know once we stay there close to the end that we will get the runs.
Now, unfortunately, last game for you guys as Chicago Patriots and not being able to get to the semis, what do you think was something what caused, the team to not get there? Could it have been that top order that had been shaky throughout the tournament?
Well, I wouldn't say it's no problem. We just didn't take the opportunities. So I wouldn't blame nothing with the team, but just to come back stronger next year and do well as a team.
And lastly, how have you enjoyed this USPL season?
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it really bad. The teams, it's very competitive, so it's all about playing competitive cricket and having fun at the same time.
Well, thank you so much and hope to see you next year.
Thank you.
Hey, Jamar, we're enjoying it equally, thanks to you. What an innings indeed. New Jersey Titans, they're at the top of the table. Chicago Patriots jump to the 5th position. Unfortunately, won't be able to continue in this tournament as only the top 4 qualify for the semi-finale. But what a game of cricket we've got at the USPL Season 2. Don't go too far. We're done with 2 of the triple header that we have today. Phillies United will take on the California Golden Eagles. Up next from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here in Florida.